Ever walked into a room and felt like Kenya's whole story is staring back at you? We spent the day at Nairobi National Museum, which is located on Museum Hill just off Uhuru Highway. And this is literally part 2 of our adventure after visiting the snake park. Be sure to check out that video. Entry for Kenyan citizens is 200 bob for adults and 100 bob for kids. But if you want a full experience, you can get their combined ticket, which goes for 300 bob for adults and 150 for children. The first stop was the Kenyan Hall, where we got to see cultural artifacts from different tribes, the Masai Motoni feather crown, the Luo Abu musical instrument, the Kalenjin Sambu clock, and the multicultural Vyondo baskets. One casing had this beautiful map of Kenya, decorated entirely with butterflies, which was absolutely stunning. Then came the Great Hall of Mammals. A massive elephant skeleton stood at the center, surrounded by cheetahs, hippos, impalas, and giraffes. The attention to detail here was insane. In the Hall of Birds, we saw everything from flamingos to eagles, and honestly, I didn't know an eagle was this huge in real life. Then we stepped into the History of Kenya Hall, and this part really hits home. There's an old train head set in the middle of the room, arms used during colonization, the Denkimathi's literal pistol and outfit, and even a painting of the tragic Norfolk shooting, where over 8,000 people were protesting for Harithuku's freedom. The whole of Aga Khan showcased endangered species, while the bee exhibition totally blew our minds. Did you know they can actually recognize human faces? They also have smelly footprints to track each other. This way they can differentiate between strangers, their relatives, and themselves. The worker bees only live for a week, but the queen can live up to 5 years. We also visited the Art and Creativity Hall, which was filled with colorful projections, Kenyan painting, and sound-guided display that made the whole experience feel immersive and modern. Finally, we ended at the temporary exhibition room, where at the time it featured Alpajeta Conservancy, showcasing ranger uniforms and the effort to protect endangered species. All in all, the museum is more than just history, it's culture, it's art, it's identity coming alive in one space. Like, follow, subscribe, or whatever it is that you do on this app. See you in the next video. Bye!